Hello everyone, this is Clayton. I'm serving up a shot today. I hope you enjoy. It's about Salon.com. And Salon.com had published an article under Paul Rosenberg. When establishment Democrats attack the hard left, what are they really afraid of? Centrist Democrats have started parroting right-wing talking points about the hard left. That's brainwashing. I paused because we need a moment to take this title in, or at least I did when I read it for the first time. I've been through the article, there's nothing of substance there. Really, there isn't. What's interesting to me is that this person thinks that the people running for office, or the current wave of the Democratic Party, is not far left enough. Think about that for a moment. We have Elizabeth Warren, an establishment and corporate Democrat, advocating open borders. We have Bernie Sanders, an avowed socialist, since the beginning of his career, running for office and not being ridiculed by anyone. And we have Kamala Harris as well running, and she's about as far left as you can get in the Democratic Party. Plus, on top of all this, we have people like Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib. We have the far left existing. We have socialists, and not just the milquetoast, those garden variety socialists that Bernie Sanders is. I'm talking about real hardcore, or the government should handle my problems, socialists in the Democratic Party. These people are in power. And the idea that any of these people, anyone but Joe Biden, could be considered a centrist Democrat, or maybe Pelosi, he could be considered centrist Democrats, is baffling to me. Because if you look at how he defines hard left, if hard left is Marxists, Leninists, Trotskyists, Leninists, Stalinists, Maoists, Spartacus League, Guevaras. Yeah, there is no "and" here. I added that in because it's just a list of names. Bernie, AOC, DSA, Warren, FDR aren't hard left. If you use hard left, you're grossly misinformed about left-wing politics, and you might have missed the Cold War. Whenever someone says hard left, I hear brainwashed. Think about that for a second. This author has listed out the ideologies that fundamentally exist in modern in the modern socialist and communist movements, neglecting to mention that AOC was once and still is a member of the Democratic Socialist Party of America. FDR was a terrible president, by the way. He didn't get us out of the Great Depression. World War II got us out of the Great Depression. He actually extended it, if you look at it. FDR is responsible for our current welfare state. Bernie Sanders has said he was a socialist from day one. And Warren has advocated open borders. Advocated basically the destruction of the state. How are these not far-left opinions? How are these not hard-left opinions? If we're working under the assumption that all these people, that the Marxists and that whole group is to be the central idea with which we work under, then I don't see a difference between what Bernie Sanders wants and what AOC wants. Warren is just playing to the far left. She doesn't actually believe any of these talking points. She's just playing to them, at least in my examination. But Sanders and AOC are far left. They are. And I'm not brainwashed by the right wing. I don't care what Rush Limbaugh thinks of these people. Well, I form my own opinions of these people. And the fact that they don't believe in the state is disturbing to me. Because if you don't have a state, then why do you have military to defend yourself? If it's socialism is basically, I want the government to solve my problems for me. That's what it is. And that is that, as of this moment, is a far left opinion. And it is held by many of the people in the Democratic Party. You can look all over the country and find people that agree with this statement, that agree with this sentiment. We're not far left. We're just doing what the people want. It's that it cost them the election in 2016. It cost them the election. It's going to cost them the election in 2020. I guarantee you that. It cost them the election in 2018. 2017. And if they can't get their shit together, if the Democratic Party, and I'll say this till the day I die, if the Democratic Party by 2022 can't get its shit together and win seats back in the House and the Senate, win more seats in the House and the Senate, they will no longer be a functional part of the American democratic system. They can't continue to advocate these far left opinions and act as if, we're perfectly in the middle. There was one more thing I wanted to look at. This article is so unnecessarily long, by the way. Alright, so he brings up theory of political discourse proposed by Daniel Holland. He viewed it in terms of three concentric spheres: the sphere of consensus, the sphere of deviancy, and the sphere of legitimate controversy. The problem is, nowadays, because of the left, because the Overton window has shifted so far to the left, deviancy is now centrality. Deviant opinions are now centrality. I, as a centrist, should not feel that my opinions will get me fired from my job or censored on the internet because I hold those opinions. Similarly, a far leftist, a person on the far right, should not feel that their ideas will be censored should they express them. The idea of a sphere of deviancy, a sphere that nobody really likes to talk about, at least in politics, is fine. There are things politicians won't touch because it will not get them reelected. It's why we should have term limits. Because at some point, a politician can go rogue and be like, oh, hey, this is an issue for my constituency. I can fix it now. I can fix it now because I'm not worried about appearing as in the middle as possible. This has been Clayton. I hope you enjoyed this shot. Have a wonderful day.